So I got a question here about how to work with a Facebook page and a community page on Facebook if you happen to have both. And I think I would try to explain that in under 5 minutes. So to start off, it might be good to know the difference between a community page and a Facebook page. A Facebook page is what we refer to as the brand pages here, and it's basically a way in which your company can put an official statement or a representation of your company or brand or products on Facebook. A community page is basically a page where Facebook has defined some kind of page to not be the official representation of a brand or a product, and this does denote that in the here we can see an example about Crystal Pepsi, where they've written that it is a community page about Pepsi, and if you hover this little link here, you can see that it links back to the official Pepsi page. So that is basically Facebook's way of allowing the users to create pages about the things that they like, instead of you having to do it. So this is basically how I would use them. Not saying that it's the right way to use them, but this is how I would work with a community page and a Facebook page. Let's say you have a post on a specific product or service or something like that on your Facebook page. Now you don't have time to maintain the fan base that this post creates. Let's say it's a post about some kind of new product that you're launching. Now you post it, you discuss with your fans on that post, and then you find some users that are willing to do more, or create changes, or that have suggestions to the product or its marketing or its labeling or something like that. Then you would reply with a link to the existing community page, or create a community page for that specific product. And you would direct all the users who wants to collaborate in creating the fan zone for the specific product on the community page. Now, all the content and that it generates, that the community page generates, you can then use back on your official Facebook page. Yet this community page roams freely, and it would live as long as the participation is there. Now you could always liven it up, and the dialogue on the community page, you can always liven that up whenever you have a new campaign, but you do not have the responsibility of it. So that is basically the benefit, and the benefit of having a community page is basically you have, users will be able to work without your intervention. You will be able to always, claim that this is not the official representation of your brand, yet it is your brand because it's the way that the users interpret it. Secondly, they would help you diversify your brand into spaces where you would not have time to diversify your own brand. So, for example, for fans with special interests, with specific part, if it might be the technology that you're using, about your customer service, about your ability to show corporate responsibility, all of those different kinds of interests surrounding your brand might want to be split into diversified groups, and so that the discussion can be handled separately from each other, because someone who likes technology might not be interested in corporate social responsibility, vice versa. So that is one way to just give your users the ability to just split the discussion into the different groups that they want to keep it in, because you don't want all of that on your Facebook page, because it becomes irrelevant to the majority of your followers. However, it might be very interesting to a person who is who is into that specific thing, and to 10 or 15 people who wants to share and to communicate through that specific asset. And then you can involve your different employees within the different segments to then reply to that specific community page without having to be an official representative of your brand. So that is a good way. Now this also gives you a space to take care of the nastier discussions that might appear about your brand that you don't want on your Facebook, on your fan page. You will naturally get it on your fan page as well, but if you have a space where you specifically target these kind of discussions, you will not have to deal with them as much on your Facebook page. Because you will always be able to say, well, we've given an answer over here, and we believe that it's best if we collect this discussion so that we will always get all the information in one space. Now that would give you a breather from your fan page if a nasty discussion appears. So that is also a way that I would use them. So to sum it up, one, I would, whenever I post something about a new product or a version of a product or something about my brand, and it gets reactions from the users, I would recommend them to start. If there isn't already a community page, I would ask them to start it. If they start it, I would then use the user-generated content that is good and representative of my brand to then celebrate them or give them some kudos on my Facebook page. That's how I would use it in day-to-day tactics. But then there are also those secondary benefits that I talked about. So that's basically how I would combine the usage of Facebook pages and community pages. So that is pretty much it. My thoughts on community pages and Facebook pages. If you have your own ideas, or if you have some other topics that you want me to talk about, then please give some comments in the comment field. Have a great day. Bye.